Hare Krishna. Hello friends, how are you all doing? I hope you all are doing well. This is Ritendra. I am teacher of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and today I am going to talk about quality of effective leader. The quality of effective leader. But before I start my lecture, I would like to introduce Srimad Bhagavad Gita. This is Srimad Bhagavad Gita as it is written by A.C. Bhaktivedanta Srila Mahaprabhupada from ISKCON temple, and I would have to say Srimad Bhagavad Gita is neither religious book nor spiritual book, but a true and pure book of the science and humanity. I am trying to propagate a humanity on the basis of Srimad Bhagavad Gita and trying to morally motivate to those people who are actually frustrated and attempt to commit suicide on the basis of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So Srimad Bhagavad Gita is a pure book of the motivation by which we can understand how to motivate, how to get the self-realization. And here Lord Krishna talk about the quality of the effective leader, the leading with the compassion. The leader should have a compassion. There is a karuna, there is a daya in his heart. Without the karuna or daya, the leader is incomplete. So leaders should be with a compassion. This is the best quality of the leader. And every leader cannot be compassionate as a Pope John Paul. There is a Pope John Paul III, and it takes a big heart to forgive someone who tries to assassinate you. But simple and humble acts of compassion can go a long way as well. So actually compassion, if you really want to become a good leader, then you should have a compassion in your heart. I mean, Pope John III, he tried to forgive that particular person who had tried to kill him. So someone who will harm to us, we just have to show the compassion, we just have to show the mercy. This is the best quality of the leader. Emotional intelligence, the leader should be emotionally intelligent. Now for the leader, emotional intelligence is important in the times of the adversity and prosperity. At the time of adversity and prosperity, leader who keep themselves composed at all time create an environment and perseverance and confidence with their organization. Celebrating too much in the time of prosperity and despairing too much in the time of adversity makes a leader prone to failure. Leader must have enough control over their emotions so as not to hinder their own success and that of the organization. The leader should not follow, should not have to consider his own success. The leader should not have to think about his only own success. The leader should have to think about the success of organization, success of the party, whether political or whether social party. Referring to the leader's ability to manage to his emotion, Krishna tells Arjuna, the wise are neither elated by pleasure nor saddened by pain. They remain constant state in inner joy and comes with the supreme state of the consciousness. The supreme state of the consciousness. This is the best quality of the leader. The leader neither elated by pleasure, nor saddened by pain. They remain in constant state of inner joy. They remain constant state of inner joy that comes with the supreme state of consciousness, that comes from the supreme state of the consciousness. In the research, Daniel Goleman, Richard Boitazi, and Annie McHale striking the link between the leader emotional maturity, this is most important, this is the best quality of the leader, and their performance. They claim that leaders emotions are contagious and their emotion can create the positive culture or work environment. The emotion can create a positive culture as well as work environment, and the research show that high level of emotional intelligence create a climate in which information sharing, trust, healthy risk taking, and learning flourish. This is all most important. The quality of health. Leader attain the supreme state of the consciousness, thereby becoming a more effective leader and creating the leadership legacies. The creating of the leadership legacies. Altruism. The quality of the emotional intelligence help the leader become a cognizant of their own emotion and behavior as well as the ones present in their organization. Altruism. Altruism is too much important. By emotional intelligence, The leader become a cognizant of their emotion and behavior as well as the ones present in the organization. Collective emotions and behavior are embedded in the organization culture. Collective Collective emotion and behavior are embedded in organizational culture. Self-awareness, which Goldman described about the key ingredient of emotional intelligence, self-consciousness, self-realization, self-awareness, which is a key ingredient of emotional intelligence, helps leaders identify their strength as well as weakness, so they can use the strength for the benefit of the organization. The leader aware of the charismatic skill may succeed at the influencing other with a charisma and may thrive in the democratic or laissez-faire society. The leader aware of their aggressive style may thrive in a more autocratic environment, even though it may not be best style with which to lead increasingly democratized world. Authority, money, position usually come with a leadership, but they all produce unnecessary self-impulses. Effective leader identify the unnecessary impulsive and focus on the matter important to their organization. Effective leaders should always perform collective responsibility, not a personal responsibility, not individual responsibility. He always focus on collective responsibility and always work for the society, always work for the people, always work for the organization. And this type of self-awareness and altruism helps leaders become more effective and as they play important role in their organization. The wise ones overcome impulses like unnecessary desire, anger, and fear comes from the senses. This is said by Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna here said the wise ones overcome impulses like unnecessary desire, anger, and fear that comes from the senses. Says by Lord Krishna, these all are higher level of emotional awareness. The conquer of the senses, mind, and intellect through the power of meditation unite the supreme state of consciousness. So this is stated by Lord Krishna. This is all about the quality of leader. Lord Krishna here further said, Yada yada acharti shrestha tada tada ivarto janaha sa eta pramanam kuru lokasa tada nuvartate. Means whatever example a great man, whatever duty a great man perform, common men follow, and whatever example the great man said, entire world will pursue. So it's all about what means how we are performing, how great leaders are performing. If the great leaders are on a wrong path, then entire world will definitely pursue a wrong path. So people will definitely take an example of the great people or successful people. So we just have to think about these all things. And emotional intelligence is all about control over emotion. Lord Krishna, Tasmad Indriyani Adu Niyamya Bharat Varsha. Tasmad Indriyani Adu Niyamya Bharat Varsha means you just have to regulate your senses by your regulatory or sensory organs. If you are failed to do so, then you will never achieve whatever you want to achieve. And always, Lord Krishna here stated, the best quality of the leader is controlling of mind. Lord Krishna here said, the person who has control, who has conquered his mind, his mind is greatest friend. But the person who has failed to do so, his very mind is greatest enemy of that particular person. Lord Krishna further said, the person who has conquered his mind, he has achieved everything in his life. He has already reached to Supreme Personality Godhead, and there is no duty, there is no emotion, there is nothing left in this material world for that particular person. So this is all about the leader of quality of the particular effective leader. If you are having any questions, any doubt, then please kindly put a comment. Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Radhe Radhe.